Hello and welcome to the Bathurst International Circuit, where Max Verstappen, someone who I think has been the favourite to get pole this weekend, has just pulled into the pits. He'll be starting P10. He had an off. We'll go replay of that in a second. But first of all, qualifying, about 10 seconds left on the clock. Not long to go now at all. And your current pole sitter is home driver. No, not even home driver. He's Kiwi, of course, and we're in Australia. I forgot about that. But Liam Lawson in the RB looks like he's going to be getting his first ever pole in Formula 1, which is massive. The Kiwi in Australia, one of the only races this season, apart from the Asian Tour, that basically people in this country can watch. Really, it's not really. It's more of a European sport, isn't it? We've only had like 3 European races, which is crazy to think about. Probably the least we've had ever. We've had 2 in France, and we've had, where else? Italy, and that's it. That's been it, basically. I know next season, next season there's a lot of European races, but anyway, qualifying now is basically over. Let's go through your grid for the Bathurst Grand Prix. It's Nick De Vries at the back in his final race in Formula 1, with Drogovic in 19th. He's, as I've said, last few races have been awful since his win in Istanbul Park. Hasn't scored a point in the last 2, and he's just been pretty much poor in qualifying as well. He'll be starting in 19th, 18th for Sainz in his final race for the Scuderia, 17th for Joe in his final race in Formula 1. Home favourite Oscar Piastri, who won last time out 2 weeks ago at Sebring, he's down in 16th place with Lance Stroll. Could it be his final race in Formula 1? With him being in a title fight going into this race, I highly doubt it. I'm really sure that Aston Martin will either secure his signature for another year, or just carry on, or just move to a different team, which of course George Russell in the Mercedes looking likely to replace him if he does leave. Sargent, his final race in Formula 1, 14th. No, he isn't exactly locked in. He has had a very poor season this year. One of the worst drivers who have been full time. He's down in 13th, and Magnussen and Hulkenberg, the 2 Haas drivers who are in their final race in Formula 1, they'll both be retiring at the end of the year in 12th and 11th. Magnussen has a slim chance of winning the championship in his final season. What a way it would to go out for the Dane by winning the championship. Verstappen, as I've said, in 10th place. Albon in 9th. He's out of the championship right now, unfortunately. Is the tie driver. 10th place last time out wasn't enough. Russell normally missed a Saturday. He's all the way down in 8th place, which is a bit of a surprise. With Vesti, he was so good in qualifying at Laguna Seca, so poor in qualifying at Sebring. He's in 7th now. Leclerc, he's had a very poor qualifying in the 2 American rounds. He's in 6th place, which is great for the championship leader for most of the season. It was either him or Magnussen until Magnussen started falling off. Now it's Lando Norris, your championship leader, by 3 points. He's in 5th place, and Teo Pourchaire in his final race of his rookie season in 4th place. He'll be going full time next year, of course, after missing a lot of races this year due to IndyCar. Ocon, his final race, Alpine, will be starting in 3rd, Gasly in 2nd, and Liam Lawson in his probably final race for RB on pole, which is brilliant, because of course he is favourite to replace De Vries next year. It's either him or Tsunoda, and to be honest, it's probably going to be Lawson, especially with how he's performed when he has been racing for Red Bull. He's already won 1 race for the team, one of 3, of course, Verstappen winning the other 2. Anyway, let's see what happened to Verstappen. Speak of the devil, it wasn't really a big off, it was just a scary one. Here we go, going down the hill, locked up a little bit. Excellent camera work. First time really seeing the cars out on track. We've got to get Lawson's pole lap as well. He's going down the hill, down the chase. Is that what it's called, or is the chase the next corner? I don't know. But anyway, goes over the crest. He got to turn in, and it's not this lap. I thought it was. No, it's definitely not that lap. This lap, here we go. So, going down the back straight. Apologies for this. Okay, we're all a bit further ahead. Let me fast forward a little bit. Yeah, go down the back straight now. Conrod straight, that's it. towards the chase. And just watch the Red Bull driver. Gets on the curb, a huge snap. And we've seen cars go over and over, going off like that at that corner. Unfortunately, yeah, not ideal for him. So we will shortly, well, let's get it on board first. I won't commentate on it, I'll just let you watch it and see what happened. Let's just watch a little bit. Let's watch from here, see what Verstappen does. The Dutchman have a big snap, and then lucky to slow it down. Almost get out the barriers, but unfortunately couldn't. Did manage to make it back into the pits though, thankfully. Anyway, Liam Lawson. Is this the pole up? No, it's not. Will it be? Yeah, it'll be this lap here. So, going through the final corner, Murray's corner is what it's called. Towards turn 1, down the main straight, towards hell, turn 1. To be fair, one of the most important corners on the circuit. There we go, down the mountain straight now. Straight, but you go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a bit more, and down a big bit more towards Griffin's Bend, or turn 2. Uphill, kind of banked. It's such a long corner, longer than you think. And anyway, turn 3, 4, the cutting, tricky part. You have to brake into 3 to go round the long turn 4. Don't want to go on the power too fast. If you go through 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and 9. Corrie Corner, Reed Park, and Frog Hollow. Those corners. And I think there we go, down through 9. And then Solomon Park through turn 10. These are even corner names, I don't know. Anyway, Skyline down through 11, 12, 13, 14. The S's. 15. The Dipper. 16. And then 17, 18. These two. Forest's Elbow towards turn 19, down the Conrod Straight. One of the longest straights in the calendar, of course. I don't think Bud or the other one, can't remember what the other one was, Le Mans, they're any quicker. Anyway, turn 20, 21 and 22, the Chase. One of the most daring corners on the touring car calendar. Not that bad in an F1 car, but still very tricky. Towards turn 23 then, Murray's corner, down the main straight. Start finish line quite early on, and Lawson crosses the line and gets his first ever pole in Formula 1. We'll be back tomorrow. It's 4 o'clock local time, 5 AM UK time for the final race of the season. I know it's an annoying time, but when you have a final race of the season at a destination like Mount Panorama, I don't think you'd be too annoyed to wake up the extra few hours early just for this once. So we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.